it's all getting recorded. All right, so let's go ahead and try to figure out, what are the problems, and then I'll try to, resolve those issues. So, what exactly is the problem of, sending the Gmail thing? Go ahead.
Like my Gmail thing works. Like I did the quiz and submitted it. Okay.
Yeah.
When I went to do the homework,
It
wouldn't send to you.
Which homework? You mean the Gmail homework?
Yeah.
Okay.
But see, the quiz went through. Okay, I don't know if that's because it was on the Moodle site.
Okay, let's go to the Moodle site. Let me.
And my computer is only like 3 weeks old, so I know it's not my computer.
Well, let's hope so. Let's hope it's not your computer. I cannot know for sure about anything.
I'll have to bring it in so you can look at it.
All right. Okay, first thing first, let's talk about the quiz. Okay, let's go to cisc310, and we'll take a look at the quiz first. Okay, checkpoint homework. It's not exactly a quiz, it's really just a homework. All right. Okay, it says here that the quiz will close on Sunday, which is what I said, last
Saturday.
week on Saturday, sorry, at 9 a.m. So any attempt after that, would not be able to get in because it is past that
I was
time.
attempting before that.
You were attempting
Yeah.
before that?
I was attempting the 8th,
On the
early
8th?
morning.
Early morning.
Mm-hmm.
If you signed in using your username and you could not log into that, send me your name, send me your last name. I can go through the log and try to find out, what happened.
Okay.
Yep. But we have 38 people, did successfully finish it, and I would check the time too and see whether anyone after that time was able to log in and participate in the quiz.
It might be my thing wasn't processed until after the time limit, so that's also a possibility that I was still technically waitlisted and they didn't process my thing and okay it through. In which case, that would be the.
But if you were able to
Paperwork's
sign
issue.
in, to Moodle and
Yeah.
into the course, send me your name and I'll be able to go through the
Okay.
log and find out. All right, so that is that. Let's take a look at the other homework assignment. Word processing in the cloud. This is our cloud app. Homework assignment. We got 31 submissions, and I can just take a quick look and see. Since there's no grade information here, it's okay. We got, and most people turn in, just the link, as I, recommended. So that's basically what I was looking for. Is really just a link to the document. Yeah, that's what I said on that day too. Also, this is also what the instruction is saying. They'll sign up for a Google account. So if you, people who are having problem, are you all using your Gmail account associated with the school, or your own Gmail account?
Own Gmail.
You were using your own Gmail account? Yep.
I used my own Gmail account to create
The document.
the document, and I had no problems.
Right. There should not be any problem. If you use the school one, I don't know whether there's any special setup with that one. Yes, go ahead.
Do I have to change my email?
No. You have to sign up for a Google account if you don't have one already.
Because it says I can't send it to your account.
What does it say exactly? That it cannot send to my account? Now, okay, let me just finish reading my assignment description here. First step is to sign up for a Google account. If you have one already, obviously you don't have to sign up for a new one. Use Google Drive to write a brief paragraph about cloud applications. So that one is really not, I'm not going to grade it as an English paper. Just write something about it. Just regurgitate whatever you learned in the class, and that will be fine. 3, set up the sharing to share with my Google account. So the sharing part, there's a little share button here up on the upper right-hand corner. Click that button, and then you can specify, who to share the document with. It will present a screen to do that. And then after you have done that, you have to copy and paste the URL of the document in the submission editor. And I believe I finished all these steps in class the other day. Should be all be recorded. So I'm going to do this again, just to make sure that everybody understands what it is about, even though it's too late to turn it in at this point. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and sign into.
So if we're having trouble with it, it's just sending it to you, it's like too late to do it, or?
It's past due at this point. So we'll have more homework assignment. Remember, all the homework assignment only add up to 20% of your grade, and this is only one of many that will be coming. So, but let me just go ahead and try to do this again. Just using my own document, using my own instruction. All right. So the way you do it is you go to Create, go to Document, and you get to this Untitled document. Can everybody at least get to this point? No? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with how Gmail works, so I was bashing in orders from. I just am really, really, really ignorant about how to even send basic emails. I don't ever use it.
Okay.
So I just know how to receive emails. So all this was witchcraft and voodoo as far as I was concerned.
Okay. Did you review the screen recording from last Thursday?
I tried to. I went on the YouTube thing at some profs, and I could not find it for the life of me. I looked through, I had to be at least more than a few hours worth of
Okay,
things
let's
trying to
go
find
there
scripts.
first. Let's go to YouTube and see how we can find the playlist for this class. So you look for some props, and then you click some professors here. And then you want to go to Browse Videos. Actually, we want to look at playlists. Okay, so once you get to Browse Videos, you want to click Playlists, because otherwise you have these little tiny chunks. So go to Playlists, and the playlists are based on the date that it was recorded. So this class is cisc310, and then last Thursday was 2013, February 7th. So this would be the correct playlist. Then just click the playlist. And I think it should work because I uploaded that 4 days ago, which is last Thursday or
I might
Friday.
have clicked the wrong one then. That might have been my.
I cannot know which one you clicked. So this is all I can see. Is it is playing just fine, and then there are 6 little chunks because remember
Yeah, I
I
must
still
have
have
clicked the
to wait.
wrong one then.
Okay, well
Yeah, that might have been my bad.
all right. So that's how you get to the video recording. Yep.
Countries will have one CC confirmed.
Only the first 1 or 2, was in CCC Confer. Later on, because there are issues with starting up their application from here. So if you go to CCC Confer, you can still find the field that I had used. But for the most part, I'm using YouTube now. All right. So getting back to the assignment. So what I did was, after I signed in, I clicked Drive, and Drive will give me. Okay, let me just start it all over again. We click Drive, and then we click Create, and then we click Document. Now we have, a document. So I'm gonna do this as this is a test to see if document sharing works. Okay. So once you type your document, now I would suggest that you change the untitled document to something that is titled, but it is not a part of the homework assignment. So if you turn in something that is untitled, you'll still get full credit. So I'm just gonna click this test for cisc310. Click OK, and you can see the document name is now changed. Then you click Share, which is at the upper right-hand corner, and it will present you with this. This is the link that you need to copy and paste into Moodle, and this is where you want to add my email account. My email account, syllabus. What did I do? Oh, right there. So the email account you have to send it to is oynt@gmail.com. It is not one of the email accounts from the syllabus. So you got to read the instruction of the assignment carefully. It is not one of those. So you add people, put my email here, and then you want to copy and paste this part. I think in the class I use right click, copy, and then you go back to the homework assignment. I cannot turn in anything right now because it is past due and I'm not logged in as a student. The last time I remember distinctly that I showed you guys how to do that. There's a button that will, when you click that button, it opens up a text editor, and then you just paste the URL into the editor and then turn it in. And I think I remember that I said, you don't have to turn it into a link, because there is an option to turn it into an actual hyperlink. But if you just copy and paste the URL as text, that would be fine. Yep, go ahead.
I was just going to say, you could show us how to do that.
Yeah. Oh, I did? Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right, so that's how the homework assignment works. But I do want to kind of go over this again, even though it's too late to turn it in, because I want to show you guys and make sure that you know how to do this, because I think this will be useful in other classes. So let me go back to Moodle. I just lost track of that one. I think I closed it. All right. But don't worry, there will be more homework assignments. So if you miss out this one, there'll be others, and there'll be a lot of point values anyway. And at this point, I'm gonna pass the roll sheet. Are there still people who are waiting to get into this class? Okay, 1, 2. Okay, I think I can add all of you into the class, and you will have a make-up homework assignment to make up for the points. Yep.
I logged in as a guest, but turned it in with my personal email, so I have the link and everything.
If you log in as a student, you sorry?
I wasn't able to.
Okay. You probably are still not in the class. Now, were you on the wait list?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on the wait list.
So that's why, I think you might have another class. Are you taking another class that uses Moodle?
Nope.
This is the only class?
Yep.
Okay.
This is the only class that's using Moodle.
All right. So that is a little bit confusing. Okay. So what we'll do next is to talk about open source. We'll talk about LibreOffice. We'll talk about spreadsheet, which we did already, but I want to show you a little bit more of what you can do with it. And then we'll also talk about portable apps. Portable apps is closely related to open source. When we get to that point, I'll explain why some of these topics are closely related. So we'll start with open source. It is not a very big discussion, but it is an important one. Open source, I give you guys a link here to go to the open source initiative website, because they really have all the details and whatnot about what open source is about. Now, since this is not a software development class, it's not a programming class, I'm not going to go into the licensing agreement too much from the perspective of a developer. So I will only look at the licensing agreement from the perspective of an end user. Okay. So what does it mean if I want to use LibreOffice? What does it mean if I want to use the GIMP? Are there limitations? How much do I have to pay for that? Do I have to pay for it? What if somebody is asking me for money, in order to have this software? So we'll answer those questions today. The first part is, what exactly is open source? If I have to sum it up in one sentence, it is this one. Open source is a software license